Welcome back. My name is Ron. This is my Let's Play survival series on a PlayStation 5. I'm running the Bedrock edition, and this is a forever world. It's a forever world. I've been here for 5 or 6 months now, and I try to check in once a week just to come in and share any changes or builds or additions I've made to my world. Uh, we lost some boots this week fighting the Wither. We lost a lot of stuff, but we got most of it back. But we didn't get the boots back. So first off, we need to upgrade our diamond backup boots to netherite. So I've got all the gear. Well, to do it here. So boots, netherite, netherite upgrade template. There we go. I keep a backup box or two for these kind of situations. I highly recommend doing that. I have several pairs of backup elytras. I don't like going into the end, and that's high on my list of things not to do. So I've got some new gear for a setup here. I've gotten a professional kind of podcasting mic. It's going to sound very different. I'm still working with it, trying to get the levels right and figure it all out. I also have a capture card device that will capture my streams and allow me to upload to YouTube Live a much higher quality than straight off the PlayStation. So bear with me as I try to figure all that out. Uh, the the biggest thing is just the overall clarity of the videos and the audio. I still don't want to really get into like heavily edited videos or anything like that. I know that's actually one of my things I really enjoy. I like videos that are edited, montages, things that are sped up or such. So that's definitely something I enjoy. But as far as my own content creation for now, we're just gonna do the Ron method here, which is it's basically a one cut start to finish and go from there. So I've uh, I've been thinking about various things to do. I've also been doing a secondary series, a modded series with a cave update add-on that came out. So I haven't had as much time to put into this world, but I'm not forgetting it, and I do love coming back to it. I love coming back to it even more after playing on a different map or a different style of game. So this is the newest addition here. This is the spawn area. I made a giant like geode structure right here, um, and there used to be a small respawn base house kind of thing. So it's got the whole fake geode kind of thing going on in here, and I've secured some like extra spare gear up here on the wall. I've got access to my ender chest, my backup box in here, and so I don't have any levels because I've been testing out the mechanics with it. So we'll just go for a little spin on the tower and see what happens. So spawn is right around here. It's not at 0, 0. 0, 0 is over there somewhere. It's too close to the water or something, I guess. So the game just moved it there. So we'll go up to our tower here, and and the idea behind this tower was it's at spawn, and I can fly from here with an elytra to various places in my base. So course, it's raining now, so you don't get a great view of everything, but that's okay. So anyway, if I die here, I should respawn here. If I didn't reset my bed, which I did reset my bed. So that didn't work. Whoops. So it's not that far of a walk, but the idea being I do die. I do die like once a week or so. I can never probably do a hardcore world for very long. I'm not overly cautious. I'm not overly, yeah. I don't plan on dying, but it does happen. Like I said, I died to a wither in the past week. I don't like losing gear. I mean, obviously I have backup gear, but this is part of the game, really. I do like playing on survival. And let's just double check that bed is not. Alright, so we set that as our spawn, break the bed, and then we just leave the bed there. And the idea being that sooner or later I'm going to die. I may or may not have a bed somewhere. I should, but it doesn't always happen that way. So, oops, I got stuck there. So basically I should spawn right here where I died. And I did. So that's the whole idea, is that I will die. When I die, I want to come to this safe space in here, pick up my backup gear, or like I just did for testing purposes, I left my real gear here. And it's not a thunderstorm kind of rain thing, so I probably can't make the rain go away, I don't think. Yeah, because it's not a thunderstorm. And I am using elytra number 2. I don't remember if that means I lost elytra number 1 or not. I may have. I have several though, so that's not usually an issue. But last episode we built this island out here, and it's got our to-do list board out there on it. We should go out and check it. I think I might have done something on the to-do list, so that was the whole idea anyway. So when I had like an idea or something, I put it on this list, and then cross it off the list when I've done it or whatever. And let's see. I don't see it on the list. On that list anyway. Is it on this side? Oh, we can cross this one off. So we've done this. That one's been done. I wanted a tree farm, a manual tree farm, because that's how I roll usually with these kind of things. Yeah, the other thing isn't on the list here. I mean, there's a thing about a location at 0, but that's not spawn. Spawn isn't 0. So yeah, so my other thing I did in the past week, other than dive through all those crazy caves in the add-on, was build a tree farm. I wasn't sure where to build it. I was hemming and hawing about, well, do I put it above ground or below ground? And so to build that geode, I had to track down all the geodes and dig them up. And so I did. And I was able to find a cave, actually, a monstrous cave out here. And sometimes I feel like in other people's worlds, when they cut to different areas and stuff, you don't really get a sense of how things are interconnected or whatever, because it's like one cutscene to another, and maybe I have the opposite where it's too. I don't know if people get a sense of how big my world is or what's in my world or where things are, but yeah, that's a that's the thing I notice. I don't feel like I'm in their world as much as seeing specific places in their world, and I don't. It's not like it's a real negative. It's just I don't get the real sense of, that area is over here. My gold farm's here. My base is back there, and they're all interconnected. And anyway, that's something that's crossed my mind lately. It's not like I want everybody to give a world tour every time, but yeah. So there's a geode down here, and I dug it up, I dug into it or whatever, and then I found this cave, and then I'm like, you should have seen this cave when it was dark. It's still huge, but you don't. It's weird. It's when it's darker you get a bigger sense of how big it actually is or whatever. But but it's huge, and I've lit it up. And I built a tree farm in here, and there's a geode here, and there's a geode up here. There was a mine shaft that came through here. I did dig out a little bit of stuff here in the middle, but this is how big it is. Um, I'm not sure if there's a better way to light this up, but I've got the frog light farm, so that's what I decided to use. So this is a design of my own. I don't know that I saw anybody and I copied them or whatever, but basically, 8 blocks this way, 8 blocks that way. Water stream goes here and then through here. Anything that falls down from the trees into the water gets collected underneath, and then anything in this area I would be able to pick up. So it's just a manual tree farm. There's nothing really going on here except that it is underground. It's a very controlled environment, so it's lit up, so I shouldn't have any kind of creeper issues or anything like that. And the leaves and stuff won't just sort of hang out in the sky or whatever. Sometimes if you leave an area, that kind of stuff will happen. But it's Gosh, these trees are so tall. But I've got plenty of room in this cave, so it doesn't matter that the trees are really tall. So, and there's something very therapeutic or calming or zen about just chopping trees. I don't know what it is, but I know it is the thing to me. So I can collect these as leaves, or I can let this just despawn naturally, um, or I can use the hoe, and with the fortune hoe you get a chance of getting more saplings this way too. So if you're low on saplings, if you're going to build a giant forest or something, you might want to do that. If you're going to use the leaves for decorative purposes, then you can also do that. But I could stay down here for quite a while and just keep chopping trees. And like I said, anything that sort of falls over the edge or whatever, most of it goes right into the water and gets collected underneath. And to get underneath, it's over here. So I built this structure here just for this purpose, really. And then, so yeah, it's also a little glow squid ink farm too, I guess. There's also some slimes down here too. At some point, they populate down here too, but it's lit up pretty well. I was having some problems right around here, and I built this. It looks rather ridiculous with two of them there, but it's a slime farm. The slimes will actually go after the iron golems, and I've seen it happen. Actually, it really does work. So I mean, I can drag this guy over here, but sometimes they spawn right near there too. So like I said, there's like a slime chunk. There's some slime chunks around here, and they all. I should map out where they are specifically. Maybe it would be more efficient. But I was just working here, and they were just piling up underneath me. So I thought it'd be much easier if I built this contraption here. And the slimes don't see the trapdoors as anything other than floor, and then they go splat down there, and I have an iron golem down there, and so they're kind of the bait, and then their buddy is down there to finish off the slimes that don't just die from the fall damage. So there's that too, and then there's a collection chamber underneath. It's something I would probably do somewhere else as well, but so yeah, there's 45 slime balls. They're just passively collecting those, and yeah, he could use a repair, but again, I think this is my own design. Maybe it isn't, but I think it is. So it's mud. Any block that falls through mud into a hopper underneath gets collected. And he's just down here to finish off any of the slimes that survive the fall damage. But this sort of just runs in the background as I work at the tree farm. And yeah, like see, there's some big guys over there. Oh, I may spawn proof some of this more at the bottom. It's not high on my priorities. I've got some very active slime chunks under my base that I might build something similar to this over there. But yeah, so I have an ender chest here and a nether portal back into the rest of my nether tunnels, nether yeah. So yeah, this is right at the beginning of one of my tunnels, and then I can just go back up here, and oh yeah, I've been trading with my I upgraded this a little too. I've been trading with my buddies down here. So I was trading so much that they were filling up their one little chest underneath them or whatever. So I thought I should upgrade this a little too. It's nothing huge, but there's hoppers underneath, and then it goes down into a collection chambers into some chests. So all that stuff gets sorted down, filled down in here. I could sort this out at some point too. I could put some copper golems to work. It may improve it. I haven't decided if I want to do that, or yeah, I probably won't do an automatic item sorter, but this is how I get. I was getting some obsidian and some more happy gas. So, but I'm also getting a lot of other things that are useful or that I might need at some point. So you can see it just all fills up in here. And so like I said, that's been upgraded. And I may add more piglins in here too. I haven't decided. I'm getting a lot of gold now from that gold farm, so they're all kind of feeding into each other. You know, this farm does this, and then I get more of this, or then I need more of this. It just sort of builds on itself. But yeah, I wanted to do just like a quick. I'm still alive. I'm not stuck in some cave in my add-on or whatever. I still love to play on my Forever World, and will for the foreseeable future. The next big thing is in about a week or so. The next update is going to drop for Minecraft, and I will have to find a chunk or an area where the sulfur caves will end up, and then with that, I'll be able to play with the slime, the cubes, slime cube, not the slime, the yeah, the sulfur cubes, and all that kind of stuff. So, and that's where I'm at. So, um, I yeah, like I said, I'm doing this other series, but I'm not sure that I'm going to go back to it anytime soon. I would like to continue it, but it's not as urgent to me, and I do love bouncing back and forth between the two. It really recharges my battery, or makes me miss this world that I've put so much time into. So you do get really attached to these forever worlds, and it's much better than my old classic start a new map every 2 weeks. That was my pattern for quite a while. Occasionally, I would get a month or so into a map, and then I would just start another. But yeah, this is my home, and I'm enjoying it here. And I'll be back in a week or so to show you more things and have more updates to share with you. Thank you, and goodbye.